Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Time Out for the Alphabet with Miss T, and that is me. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, and I hope you are ready for another lesson about shapes. Now, we just went over our most recent video talking about 3D shapes, right? So, we are going to talk about something called congruent. Can you say that with me? Congruent. Good job. And not congruent or just similar, right? So, what congruent means is that the shapes are exactly the same in size and shape. They have the exact same size and the exact same shape. And then not congruent or similar means they can have the same shape, but they won't match in size, or they have a shape that is closely related, but it's not the same. So let me show you what I mean. I have my handy dandy whiteboard. And on my whiteboard, I have up top congruent. Congruent. And congruent starts with a C. Congruent. And it means exactly the same size and shape. So as you can see, these shapes are congruent, right? They are the same. But then when we see similar or not congruent, let's look at these shapes. Are they the same type of shape? Yes. What shape are they? Yes, they are triangles, but are they the exact same size? No. As you can see, they look very similar, but they are not congruent because they're not the very same size. And even if you look at it, my smaller shape looks just a little different from the other one, but it's very similar. It's not congruent, not the same size, and not the same exact shape. It has to be the same exact shape and the same exact size. So I'm going to show you some shapes that I found around the house, and you're going to help me figure out if they are congruent or not congruent, okay? I have these two cans here. These two cans. One is diced tomatoes and one is tomato paste. Are these cans congruent or not congruent? You're right. They are not congruent. Now, yes, they are the same style, right? The same shape. One is skinnier though, one is a little bit rounder, and they are definitely not the same size. So they are not congruent. They are not congruent. How about this shape, these shapes? It's an E and a T. How about these shapes? I said an E, a little closer. It's an F. Couldn't really tell from it being upside down, and I see a little bit of paint there, so it made it look like an E. But look at these shapes here. Are they congruent or not congruent, or just similar? You are right. They are congruent. They are the exact same size and the exact same shape. Very good. Identical. Like identical. What they call identical twins. These shapes are really twins in every single way. I have some more shapes. Let's see. What about these water bottles? Are they congruent or not congruent? Yes, they are congruent. Exactly the same. Okay, they are exactly the same. The exact same size and the exact same shape. So I have like a sort of a song to go along with helping you understand if something is congruent. Now, congruent is a big term, right? Not necessarily a term that you will find in a preschool classroom, but it's good for you to know when you go to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, right? So you'll already know what a shape is and if it's congruent or not congruent. And I have a little song that says, if it's the exact same size and exact same shape, it's congruent. Yes, congruent. And if it's sort of the same size and maybe the same shape, it's not congruent. It's not congruent. If it's the exact same size and exact same shape, it's congruent. Yes, congruent. And if it's similar in size and similar in shape, it's not congruent. It's not congruent. So it can get a little tricky. It can get very tricky because when the objects do look very, very similar, you would say, well, they're congruent, they're the same shape. But one is small, one is small, one is big. They are not congruent. So I hope you had fun with this little lesson for today. You may think, I'll never need this information, but yes, this is good information for you to learn right now. And I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again right here on Time Out for the Alphabet, Miss T, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.